Hello and welcome to Frontline Breakfast. Today on the show, we'll be talking to Ambassador Rikwense Muri, who is the Special Advisor on Media and Strategy to Senator Emmanuel Bwacha. Good to have you, sir.
Good morning.
So, sir, there are two court orders that we are probably dealing with at this point. The first was the one that said Senator Emmanuel Bwacha cannot continue to sit in the Senate on account of his defection from the PDP to the APC, on which he won the ticket to the Senate in 2019. And then secondly, the nullification of the gubernatorial primaries of the APC in Taraba State. So let's begin with the first. How is the senator handling this at this point?
The Federal High Court sitting in Jalingo gave the judgment. The judgment was for him to vacate his seat because he left the party that brought him to the Senate to another party. He is going to appeal the judgment. Is not a big problem to us. In fact, that judgment is the least of what we have on the road to 2023. So we are the Federal High Court is the first court. We have the appeal court and the Supreme Court that will look at the judgment, because the same court threw away the case brought the same judge the case brought against David Four, who the PDP to the APC along with us. So we see a lot of inconsistency in the way they have been handling issues related to the Bwacha, and we would like the appeal court to look at that judgment. And also, we have 3 months to deal to judgment. That means our lawyers have been instructed to appeal, but we have up to 3 months to do that. So that means from now to around January, we can file the appeal, and to take the appeal like another 3 months. So you see that before we finish that case to the Supreme Court, we may have even finished the night assembly. So it's not much our problem.
Okay. So looking at the second, which is the nullification of the primaries election in Taraba State, how is he also handling that?
You should know that this is politics, and in politics, you politicians devise different means to put their opponent on check. And in a case like this, Senator Emmanuel Bwacha is promising of all the aspects of the candidates that we have in Taraba State. So you expect that from everywhere. We are not unaware of all this. You remember that the Federal High Court in Jalingo nullified primaries and gave us 14 days on fresh primary. And yesterday, the Federal High Court in Abuja also did the same thing. The Federal High Court in Abuja quoted men of the Federal High Court to go and conduct that primary in 10 days, within 14 days, I mean. So, distinguished Senator Emmanuel, abiding citizen, we know that the Federal High Court is subject. We have options to obey the judgment or to go. And we normally we don't have issue with going back to conduct primaries, but when we have information concerning they ensure that APC doesn't even have candidate fighting Senator Emmanuel Bwacha, are not fighting to make APC a better party. They are actually fighting because they believe that a place in the APC to the gubernatorial election, looking at the way the mode of primaries that the party adopted, the direct primaries, a chance of winning such primaries, and they just want to make sure they score through they are. And also we have issue with the PDP has been working hard behind the scene to make sure that Senator Emmanuel Bwacha do not contest the election 20, because they believe that once Senator Emmanuel Bwacha allowed as a candidate, nothing can stop him from winning the election. So PDP is jittery about the candidature of Senator Emmanuel Bwacha. So we are not unaware of all this. I have the choice to exhaust all the legal framework in the case. Because we know the new electoral act, we know what it talk about, submitting names of candidates, and also we know that there won't be any problem. Supreme Court rule that we can contest another primary election, because the pronouncement of the Supreme Court is so law of the land. So we want to exhaust all these options, but we know we have evidence that in a primary election is a years of the political party, and the key factors in the primary election is the party, the third party, which is INEC, and INEC has actually uh, its own position that it witnessed primary election in Taraba, and the party has also defended its position that it conducted primary election. Even though the situation around the primaries may not give us the perfect primaries and that we wish to have, because of we wish to see a party where the members are committed to the vision, action of the party. We wanted to see a party love the members, but in Taraba we had difficulty in seeing that within the party. So to the point that even some party are hard to scuttle the chance of the party and put the party in a very, very unfavorable condition. So in the party have to work hard to make sure that the plans of all these people do not come to pass. They in plan to make sure that the party do not even have candidate. They want to just disrupt the entire process so that it will be like Taraba do not have candidate. And when that failed, they went to say that there was no primary. And you will see that even the chairman of the conducted the primary, before he came as the winner, he explained his idea how he was duress to make some pronouncement that he's not going to leave if he doesn't follow what they say. So you see that within the party we had issues about trust among the members of the party, and that current unfavorable condition that we found ourselves. So we are left without than to see the legal process to the end, to the Supreme Court, because if the Bwacha the case at the High Court, there were our opponents will have still appeal, because a senator used to declare that if he lose this case, he will make sure he appeal it to Supreme. So it is something that whether it was against or for Bwacha, it is the Supreme Court that will look at the validity and the of the case and see whether the decision of the federal could stand or could not stand.
Okay, So does it mean that after 14 days, if you don't have a higher court ruling with a decision in your favor and with no primaries conducted in the APC, does that mean the APC in Taraba State won't have a gubernatorial candidate under the APC?
Well, that is for the court. We are confident that we are going to get the judgment of the higher court. We are, because we know the party knows that it conducted primaries. They are aware. The INEC also, who is the legal independent body that supervise primary elections of political parties, have also taken the party. All the primary elections are not was INEC report, and INEC report is in our favor. The party report is in our favor. Also, we are confident if the party choose to appeal, because right now we are yet to file appeal for the Senator Yusuf yesterday, but that of Chief Davis Kinte has already been filed, and as I'm talking, the Federal High Court in the Federal Appeal Court in Yola is case to listen to the argument of the appeal. So it's something that we are working towards to we get our mandate. And the other way around, it's a legal issue, and we will obey. And we are confident that Senator Emmanuel Bwacha is going to win this case at the appeal. Is going to win and is going to contest election in 2023, and is going to win the election by the grace of God in 2023 as the governor of Taraba State.
Okay, so what is the way forward right now? What should we expect from Senator Emmanuel Bwacha and the APC?
We actually expect the APC as a family to look at very well. That state is the only state in Northeast that has been consistently ruled by a PDP, and you of Taraba State, you will know that Tarabans are looking for change. Election that APC will win on gold. Therefore, APC, we need to look beyond the ambition of individuals to look at the aspiration of the party. Party to take this opportunity and win next year election, but because of the battle within the party and the battle from the party, many are not seeing things beyond they are at the moment. Very sad. But if you even look at the APC before Senator Emmanuel Bwacha joined the party, you see how most others were doing with the party. You will see that most of the party was divided, and nobody was looking at the party as a party. But now that Senator Bwacha is here, he has given the party his rightful position in the state to take that opportunity they have in this man, galvanize support around him. If I were the party, since Mr. President is the leader of the party, Mr. President can call all the stakeholders together and they can sit down and take a decision that will give everyone a sense of in this process of in 2023, because we cannot all win as governors. We need only one person.
Okay.
And if God has given us a candidate, we really support around that candidate so that we rise the chance of APC and leave Taraban in the hands of PDP that will continue to misrule with impunity just because the opposition is not prepared to take over power. So my advice to the APC is not ignore what is happening in Taraba. APC need to, as a national party, need to come to attention to what is going on in Taraba State.
Finally, what is your call out there to fans and lovers of Senator Emmanuel Bwacha?
I want the fans and lovers of Senator Emmanuel to know that Senator Emmanuel Bwacha is going to is not going to come as governor of Taraba State of gold. In first time that we are having a lot with someone that the people love and the people are confident that he's going to be the leader, and is fighting, the party is fighting. So we want you to know it would come easy. There is no doubt trial. The trial of Senator Emmanuel Bwacha is to actually reveal to him the burden of leadership that he must take responsibility once he take over power in Taraba State. Senator Emmanuel Bwacha is not unaware of all these issues that he is facing. He in fact to face them, and because he's prepared to face them, he's going all this, and you will see Senator Emmanuel Bwacha on the ballot, and him, and you will see the restoration project come to pass in your own time. So I want to tell our fans, don't give up, don't allow anyone blackmail you, anyone, because it's going on. If we believe, if we leave ourselves believing that anything can just happen without God, then we are leaving everything out. We are leaving God out of everything. Then we cannot have the courage to face the future. I want to encourage our supporters. Senator Bema is appealing the judge on his on the vacation of his seat. He's appealing the judgment of Chief David Sabo Kente. He is also appealing the judgment of Senator Yusuf. Yusuf, we are believing God that he is going to win at the upper courts. And if the party at the end of the day choose to call these parties together, they will still give the ticket to Senator Emmanuel, who is the most popular candidate, who is the most prepared candidate, who is the most experienced in the election, so that we can go and win for the APC. We are here not to just make a point. We are here to restore Taraba State, and we are here to win election, to protect your interests, so that Taraba can also find its name among the committee of state that are doing well in governance.
Thank you, sir, for your time. It was nice talking to you. So far, we've been talking to Ambassador Rikwense Muri, who is the Special Advisor on Media and Strategy to Senator Emmanuel Bwacha. Thanks for watching and have a beautiful day.